Everyone, today I'm going to be telling you about my summer research, which was on the analysis of large precipitation events in Burlington, Vermont for the years 1900 to 2016. I worked on this project with Vermont EPSCoR, which is located near Burlington, Vermont, and they have started their 5-year BRE grant. So with this BRE grant, I was working on my project with Dr. Bacchus up at Johnson State College in Johnson. We were looking at National Climate Data Center data given to us by the NCDC for Burlington, Vermont for data spanning back to 1884, and that ranged all the way up to last year. When we defined a large precipitation event, we were defining it as 1 inch or more of liquid precipitation or liquid snowmelt for a given day. So we can see here with this monthly spreadsheet that we got from the NCDC that the 17th, we can see in blue that is an large precipitation event for that month. We looked at both monthly data or monthly spreadsheets like this, and we compiled monthly trends, seasonal trends, and annual trends. For those 3 time periods, we looked at total precipitation, the number of large events that existed for that month, as well as the percentage of precipitation from those extreme events, or from those large events, rather, in relation to how much precipitation is for that given month. For example, the precipitation was almost a quarter for this one month here. So we compiled all of those, and then we transferred those or created these graphs. So we can see with this first graph looking at annual precipitation from 1900 to 2016 in Burlington, we can see that there is an increase in precipitation as our hypothesis is supported by that. We also kind of softened our data into 5-year averages for total precipitation, and these actually smoothed out some of the climate signals that El Nino or Atlantic oscillations would give us, and this strengthened and increased the steepness of the increase for this time period. We also looked at climate norms, so we chose 1950 as a transition point in our data, and we looked at our first climate norm as 1900 to 1950 and 1950 to 2016. So when we did that, we noticed immediately with the percent differences for all of our variables that there's definitely an increase for the annual trends. We also looked at seasonal trends for the 2 climate norms. So when we look at number of large events, we can see for every season there's about the same nominal increase. And then when we look at percent increase, we can see there's a larger increase with the winter season. This is probably because the values are so small due to how the data is captured with liquid snowmelt. So we wanted to reevaluate our criteria, and we actually modified it to include multi-day storms for the winters, and this really boosted how many storms we were seeing each season. We actually see a slight decrease here, and that is because we started including hourly data that we got, I think, in 1949 was the first year we got hourly data. So this kind of was able to exclude some precipitation values for that. In summary, the precipitation trends are definitely showing increases for the large events in Burlington. The National Historical Climatology Network has also suggested that there is an increase in precipitation events in the Northeast. Whether it be extreme or large events, we're hopefully looking to expand this body of knowledge, whether through more research with BRE or also having other research being done on this subject that is crucial to the climate change discussion, especially in the Northeast.